visibility good from the top of the building where our camera is based. Arvinder, the bowler from the pavilion end. Could be a leg by, or he might have got some pad onto it, a bat onto it.
Well, a half shot from behind the wickets. Really, I think that was pitched outside leg and going further away. It was just, I think, a hint of trying to make an appeal so the batsman wouldn't run more than...
View of the field placing, 3 on the offside in the circle with the 2 slips. Lovely shot off the back foot, the ball coming on to the bat, and it's through the covers. He'll get 2 for it. And he's going for the 3rd. There comes the return. And the Indian feeling a little slow there as they return. So 3 to Pakistan. Single to 3rd man, 12 for no wicket.
Hard to look past anybody else as man of the series, but we shall see this game unfolds.
Should be 2. Ball travelling to the fine leg area, comfortable too.
I think the targets have to be reassessed here. The field is going to be lightning. You can add an extra 10 or 20 runs onto your target just to make sure. So even 250 would be a little bit light. You'd have to field 265, maybe even 270 to feel reasonably comfortable.
Another run there, and it's 16 for no wicket. And that's up in the air, but it will be clear of the fielder. Just lands about 2 or 3 yards ahead of Sidhu at 3rd man. They get 2, but that nearly went to hand.
And Afridi got out in the previous game, just chipping it to mid-off. Here again, he absolutely launches himself, and you can see Saeed Anwar going down the wicket saying, don't be silly, pick the right ball. This is wide. I suppose the saving grace for Afridi is that he had plenty of room to swing the arms. It almost carried to Sidhu.
And that's up in the air, and he's dropped. Sangvi, the fielder. So things happening. It's all happening here at the National Stadium, and this is a match of nerves, pressure and tension.
Afridi again trying to hit it on the up, and really tried to go up and over, and didn't time it at all, and Sangvi got there. He did well to get there in the end, but when his elbows hit the ground, it just dropped out.
A little talk to Afridi from Saeed Anwar. Obviously it didn't have much of an effect because he launched himself on the very next delivery.
Yes, he really has to work it out. He's a very exciting player and a magnificent striker of the ball. I think he just gets carried away. I think he's been given the role of attacker. You can do that without being silly. See Afridi trying to hit this on the up. In fact, he tried to go up and over. You could see the right hand just scooping underneath the ball, just succeeded in getting it as far as mid-off. Sangvi, I think, thought it was coming straight to him initially, but it hit high on the bat and just dropped short of him. So to dive forward, and in doing so, it just popped out of the hands.
Oh, that's a lovely shot. Could be 6, and it is. Oh, what a lovely shot there. Beautifully timed, 6 all the way.
Well, Harvinder Singh made the mistake. He'd been bowling nice little away swingers. He tried to get that one a little bit straighter and just straight onto middle and leg, and Afridi, quick as a flash, was able to pick that one up.
24 for no wicket.
Appealing, but more out of excitement than thinking about a result. That was a terrific delivery.
That's a lovely shot, square of the wicket, the ball racing away. It's going to be 4 runs to the point boundary. Beautiful shot.
So the cricket bowlers really have to make sure that the length is right for each individual player.
That's up in the air. He's going to be out of court and he's gone. He played it square, went straight to the fielder, and Afridi's out.
So often happens. Tick up the boundaries, doesn't get the wheels in motion, but can't carry on with it. Navinder Singh, nice and full, gave him the opportunity to drive, but it was very wide. Afridi foot straight down the wicket, reaching for the bat, just managing to hit it straight to point. Robert Singh the catcher.
And Amir Sohail then they've got Ijaz and Inzamam to follow. Some shot.
That's glorious stuff from Sauray Ganguly. That's what I said, he doesn't need too much of room. Just the slightest bit of width and he put that away. Surely is a shot of a man in form. Driven straight down the ground. Another side run was special.
And what a beautiful shot that one is. Every boundary that he has hit is beautifully executed. And this time he's playing straight down the wicket, beating the bowler. And beautifully played that one.
Lovely shot there, but this man has a lot of potential, I believe. He's just 20 years of age. Nice run up to the crease. It's nicely side on, the point of delivery. He does generate a bit of pace.
Saw the previous delivery, side Anwar waiting for the ball and placing it behind square. Amir getting the foot too far across.
Could be straight down now. No, it's just cleared his head. Adjudged on the boundary there, started to come in because he thought the ball had been hit straight up in the air. Then all of a sudden he realised that the timing was better than he thought and the rope was too close.
Yes, again, he'd given him an opportunity the ball before, and this one he didn't miss out. He really has timed that very well. Initially, I think
He's done it again. But he's getting plenty of work this over. Back for 2. Good throw, but not good enough. Mohammad Singh has really got to sort out his line here. He's probably lucky that he's been bowling to Sohail, who's not in quite as good a form.
putting in a gully.
Swinging a slash to the keeper. Just enough to carry it through. Has struggled throughout the series to get the timing right. He just looks out of sorts at the moment. A wide delivery. All he could do was feather it through to the keeper.
Yeah, he's got very, very excited about this one. Saw plenty of room to try and slog it away on the offside, and that he's tried to do. He really has flayed it. No control over the
real power of the Pakistan batting now. Well, Sohail is a great player. He really is a good player. That's a very, very difficult shot to play. It wasn't a particularly bad ball, but the angle was going towards leg stump. And with a flick of the wrist, one bounce into the boundary. That'll be 4 runs. If you keep sliding on the leg stump, it's only going to be a matter of time before this man puts you away.
Yes, he really has given him a few practice runs at it. He's got them behind square. He's only given away a single, but on that occasion it's even wider, and he's managed to get it finer. No fine leg, of course. There's 2 men in catching positions, one at short mid wicket, the other at leg slip. And you can see this one just drifting away down the leg side. So don't worry, he won't miss too many of those. So again, the difficulty, pretty well placed to bowl it there.
That's a better shot. Timing.
That's a wonderful shot. Nothing wrong with the delivery. In fact, that's where he should be bowling. Mahmood is a good player too, so there's plenty of batting.
Good running. That puts the pressure straight onto the bowler. Even before he's had time to settle down. Just pushed the single, which is pretty poor thinking in the field for India. They really have to keep Saeed Anwar off strike as much as they can.
Yes, and Ijaz, he's worked it out. He knows that Saeed Anwar is in great touch. Give him as much of the strike as you can.
Oh, that may have been a chance to the keeper. I think it's come straight off the face of the bat. Robin Singh, frustration building for India. They know that this is the danger man. They want him out.
And not a very good delivery in the end, but it almost brought about the dismissal. Mongia, I think, thought it was coming slower than it was. It's flown onto him a little bit quicker and hit high on the glove here, straight off the face of the bat.
That's his 50. It's 4 runs and it's 50 to Saeed Anwar. A brilliant 50. Delights the crowd, brings them to their feet. And what a It's a lovely shot. You only get 1 for it, and that's the 100 for Pakistan. 100 for 2 in the 18th over.
That's a beautiful shot. Can't get more delicate than that. Just going on to show what a wide area of shots he has, Saeed Anwar. He's played some lovely drives on the offside, some lovely shots of the back foot, and this is deft touch for you.
Then the things would look a lot better for India. That's a very lovely lift there. Hit the rope. I think it did hit the rope there. But that was a beautiful shot there by Saeed Anwar, who's played extremely well. A lot will be dependent on him. He will have to play well. And again, that's a lot outside the off-spot on his forehand. He plays that shot very well, picks his gap, and you can see the way he rolled his wrist over on that one and hit it in the open spaces there. Beautiful player, as you can see, right on top of it, rolling the face of the bat over to keep the ball on the ground and to give it direction. This one, beautifully played.
Oh, it's a good attempt there. Wide delivery from Sachin Tendulkar. Varies his pace. Robin Singh, one of the better fielders in the Indian lineup, desperately diving at backward point. I think he may have got a hand on this one. Slower ball, just bouncing toe end of the bat. Did he get his hand to it?
Yes, he certainly got both hands to it, but a good attempt and a very poor shot, I think, by Anwar. Batsman who's been, Saeed Anwar, been batting there. It was a very, very poor shot to a very wide delivery.
Frustration for Sachin Tendulkar and India. It's a good throw, but he'll be safely home. He's calling for the third umpire for the replay. But by the naked eye, I think Ijaz may have just got there. Good throw from Havinder Singh down there.
You can see here, yes, he's, well in. I don't think there was any problem there, as Ijaz was very confident about it. And that we quite effectively.
And that could be 4, and it could bring up his 50, and it does. It's the very first 4 that Ijaz has hit. Been there for quite a long time in time, not so much in balls, but he's played a terrific shot there. Square drive, very strong, square of the wicket, Ijaz. And that could be 4. It will be. That is a terrific shot. So 7 runs off the over. There's the sweep again, and this will be 4.
And pick up the rewards that he had. Ijaz on it there, going once again. The first thing I would have probably inquired whether or not this gone over the boundary. And it is a 6 early, but Ijaz picking up under the boundary and 1 over so far for Pakistan.
Robin Singh to try and stem the tide. And that could be 4 more. And there it is. 1500 for Saeed Anwar. And he's played supremely well, but dropped at 46. but other than that has played very well for his 100. It's 15th in one-day internationals.
Ijaz put the head straight down. This time he's down the wicket. That'll go for 4. He's picked the gap.
Well, he's seeing the ball obviously like a football now.
And that's a bad ball.
Now this is real problems for the Indians and Mohammad Azharuddin when runs start coming on both sides of the wicket.
This time Sauray Ganguly has hit it many a mile.
You said it, Greg. That's easily one of the biggest hits of the tournament.
Anwar makes room again. Wonderful batting. 8 runs from the over. 248 for 2.
And he's improvising here quite brilliantly, Saeed Anwar.
Now 200. There it is. Limping now. He scampers through for the 2. That brings up his 700 for Pakistan in one-day internationals, and a very clever innings.
Well, he is a big match player and he's responded well here for Pakistan.
Always hurts on the toe. Sauray Ganguly will be out here. It's a steepler. It might fall safe. Brilliant. No, he hasn't got it. Car making ground from the deep mid-off position. The ball falling in no man's land. Sauray Ganguly gets away with it. And they score 1 run. Very nearly a brilliant catch. Bowls good line and length at this stage of the game. Makes it very hard for the batsman. And another one goes through the hands of the field. Very frustrating day at the office for the Indian bowlers. It's under pressure that you judge a fielder. Again, it's in the air. This one will fall safely. Only because it's over the rope. Wild swing again, and that's another boundary. 18 runs coming from the over. This time it's in the air. Can somebody catch it? Azhar himself is under it, and he's got it. Well, that was a fairly straightforward catch, but nothing is straightforward at the moment for India in the field. And that's the end of a magnificent innings from Sauray Ganguly.
Finally something going India's way. They had to pick out the best fielder in the team this time to take the catch. He made no mistake. Again, Sauray Ganguly looking to hammer this over mid-wicket. Didn't quite get hold of it. Went up in the air. And Azharuddin made no mistake on that occasion. But a fantastic innings from Sauray Ganguly comes to an end. He's put his side in a tremendous position here. Pakistan.
That's caught. To do the fielder. Low chance, sharp chance to his right. Sidhu manages to get 2 hands to it, and the end of another very good innings.
So superb innings from Ijaz Ahmed comes to an end. He was disappointed after he got out there, hitting it straight to Sidhu because he could have dealt with this one. He took it on the full. It was the attempted Yorker again from Srinath. Again, not quite getting hold of it. Sidhu making no mistake. It was low, down to his right.
Oh, smashes it back past the bowler, but he's going to be cut off. No! Further problems for the Indian fielders. When you're hot, you're hot. And when you're not, you're not.
I think the Indian fielding, the less said about it here today, the better. Nothing's gone right.
Last ball of the innings, out. So that finishes it for Pakistan on the last ball of the innings. Azharuddin takes another catch, and Pakistan 5 for 314 at the end of their 48 overs. Mahmood, the batsman, Tendulkar, the bowler, tries to smash it away over the leg side and only manages to hit it as far as Mohammad Azharuddin, who takes the comfortable catch, and relief for the Indian bowlers. Mohammad Azharuddin and Tendulkar talking there. They'll have to do a lot of talking this afternoon out in the middle as they bat if India are a chance to win this game.
That they rotate the strike have to wait for the umpire. And he's given it as a wide. So, India are away. Certainly a very, very good player. Need to be on top form today if India are to win this game. He's whipped this away. He's got it past the man catching. I think it'll just be the one. He's got a job on his hands here. I'm not sure whether that's for above the shoulder or whether it's over the line. I think it's probably over the line and over the shoulder as well, so it was a double no ball. Only get the one extra delivery though.
Yes, it's over the line, and I think that's in retaliation for what Sauray Ganguly did the previous ball, charging down the wicket, and Akib obviously didn't like it, and he wanted to just show Ganguly that he's still just above medium pace and he can bowl quick bounces, but to no use because not only gave a run away but also an extra delivery to the Indians.
So Tendulkar's away now. That's a boundary. He knows there's plenty of room on the leg side. So after 3 overs, India are 12 for no wicket. So with the tree ball googly, we ought to have a banner prize, I think. There's been some very good banners around the ground. So Mahmood to continue around the wicket to Ganguly. And that's a great shot. Down and away. Mahmood short, and he paid the penalty.
And that was a very good shot. The ball was shot, coming nicely onto the bat, and instead of playing square, Sauray Ganguly played it deepish, long on. And that's a very well struck four, and that's what India needs after the Pakistani batsmen have set them a huge target to chase. They need a good start, and these two batsmen are capable of giving that start to India.
Yes, always felt the key was this man Mahmood. He'll get through 5 or 6 overs without giving away too many. Pakistan would be in with a real good chance, but if he doesn't bowl well, they're in trouble. This could be it. Could be 6. Now, I think that's a 6. He's calling for the third umpire. I think we'll find it 6 though. He's pushed it over, I think.
Yes, that's Akib there. I think he faced when he got the ball when he saw the ball coming towards him. He came towards the ball and then suddenly found it was too high. And it's just bouncing inside the road. That is 4 runs. And Ganguly picking up 8 runs.
That's a good piece of timing. Bowler put himself tangled up and let it go all the way. Came back so hard, so fast that Akib didn't have time to get his hand down. He thought about putting his foot down to stop it. The ball was so fast it went between his legs before he had time to close them.
You can see that is a very important thing about these two players is the timing of the ball. And time that so sweetly that it means that they don't really have to force. All they have to do is to pick the gaps, time the ball like that.
Pressure now on the Pakistan bowlers. Falling short on this occasion, but Ganguly unable to get it away, except off the glove. Like Tendulkar, who normally strokes the ball so well and finds the gap so often, because of the pressure of chasing this big target, just trying to hit the ball a little bit harder, throws the timing and the placement out. He just needs to settle down and look forward to playing a big innings. He can bat for the 48 overs, they'll win. It's a no ball. He won't have got the ball away in the air. Afridi running back can't stop it from going for 4.
Well, he either picked that one up early or he intended to play that shot regardless. But whatever his intentions were, he got away with it. It was short. He picked it up. Whether he heard the no ball early or not, got it high up on the bat, but got 4 runs there. These two players doesn't really have to chance their hands so much. They're good timers of the.
This time there's a big gap on the leg side. Way after the ball is when they've only got 3 fielders on one side of the wicket and one of them's a catching position. I really think that captains often try and have a little bit each way when they have a leg slip, because they're really trying to use it as a run-saving position rather than a catching position. But what it means is you finish up with big gaps like this.
Certainly, if you really have a leg slip, it means that the ball at some stage is going to stray down the leg side, and I don't think that that's really a good position, because it's going to be very difficult for the batsman to really get the ball wrong if you're concentrating on the offside. And now he's moving the man, wisely so, and that was a lovely shot. And as I said earlier on, these batsmen don't really have to force. Once they take full advantage of the loose deliveries.
That's a better shot. All of a sudden he plays a normal cricket shot. His timing and his placement are all there.
That is exactly what we're saying here. If you notice the timing of these players, that was a beautiful shot. All in the right slot. No risk there. Opening the face of the bat, giving the ball direction. And he's a player who times the ball so well that if he really gets it and he's there for full 15 overs, I'm sure that India will be right into this game as they are. Big total doesn't mean that the other team can't get it if they're bowled badly. Also magnificent cricket there for the crowd. There's no better player when he gets going than this young man. He picks the ball up so early. He sees it so early, and that is the greatest asset. He picks it up, put into position, and he picks the gaps so beautifully, and this time he lifted up to that wide open space on the leg side.
And of Ganguly. That's definitely the end of the over, 48 without loss. Tendulkar on strike, hit 4 in a row.
And that was that no ball. Lovely shot there again, hitting it off the pads and opening the face of the bat, giving that ball no ball. Again.
That'll be another one. So the boundaries are coming thick and fast. The class of Tendulkar showing here. There haven't been too many really bad balls in this lot, but he's finding the gaps. He's worked out the angles, picks them off easily.
Well, this is another delivery down the leg side, and again, he's in beautiful position. Can't afford to stray. You got to be tight. You got to keep the ball on good length. A player like Tendulkar, he doesn't have to be a bad ball. He's such a good player, and that makes a difference between great players and good players.
Plenty of good cricketers there, that list. Again, he's worked it into the depth of that goal. It's an absolute avalanche of runs here at the moment. The Indian batsman really putting the pressure back on the Pakistan bowlers. Aqib has a sore hand from dropping a catch earlier, and that may be causing him some problems as well. And the problems are there for the Pakistan bowlers and the Pakistan captain to somehow stem the flow, and Aqib's in trouble.
To spin, his job would be to try and curb this onslaught by these two batsmen, and so far he has done his job, those 3 deliveries.
Strikes me as having a very good temperament, Shade Afridi. Been thrown into the deep end here, but he tends to cope pretty well. A very talented cricketer. Well, that's a wide. Out of 14 years. He'd really pulled this charge by India back, but letting them get away with wides and the odd no ball is not going to help the cause. Another boundary there, so it's another over for India. 13 runs coming from a combination of Aqib and Afridi. Tendulkar, change of direction, change of style. No change for the result though, that's over the boundary. Up and over.
What can you say about this man? It's very difficult to keep him quiet. Sakal Mustak brought on one of the best off spinners in the world today, and immediately touching is down the wicket, picking him up and continuing from where he left off in the very first game, and lifting the ball over mid on into the boundary. 6 runs. The mood that the Indian batsmen are in, they're really a wonderful reply to this mammoth score by Pakistan.
That brings up the 1,000 runs for Tendulkar versus Pakistan in one-day internationals. He joins the list. About half a dozen players who've done it in matches between India and Tendulkar, deciding to be positive and aggressive to the bowling of Sauray.
India's got such a good start. There's still a long way to go. Can't afford to relax. Can't afford to take too many chances. They lose a couple of quick wickets, it can put Pakistan again right on top. So the pressure's on both teams at this one.
Down the wicket he goes again. It's high in the air. It's a steepling chance to mid-off. And he's gone. And that's the breakthrough that Pakistan needed. Some cool bowling from Afridi. He's come in a very pressurised situation. And really, I think Sachin Tendulkar has stretched his luck a little bit too far. He took the risk. And unfortunately for him and for India, I think that's a huge blow to their chances.
Certainly, player of this class, with his thing. I think that's a very good shot at this stage. He wasn't to the pitch of it, but again he was looking to launch it over the extra cover and only got it high up on the bat. And it's a lovely catch there. And that.
That's up and over. It's a poor ball.
Well, that's a good shot. A little bit risky, but the hold of it. Can't afford to get bugged down. They're chasing runs here. See it opening the face of the bat and lifting it over the cover's head. A little bit short and in position. Got to take your chances. Chasing a big total, you can't afford to get bugged down too early, particularly with all the fielders in.
You're looking for 2 here again. Robin Singh is very quick. Can Ganguly get back? Inzamam quick enough to stop them.
Robin Singh was certainly looking for 2 runs there. The total is going along quite happily here.
Robin Singh hasn't had a great deal of batting in the series. That's the other problem. Pretty good over from Sauray. 7 runs coming from that. 84 for 1. Ganguly's gone right over the top again. 1 bounce into the boundary. So the runs are still flowing for this graceful left-hander. We'll have a change in the commentary position to take us through the next period. Barry Richards and Iftikhar Ahmed.
Thank you, Greg. Yes, what a wonderful shot. This game is very much on. India have nothing to lose now but to go for the runs. And the run chase on right.
Yes, they've sent Robin Singh in. He got a very good 100 in Colombo. Striker of the ball. Trying to utilise that next 4 overs.
Down the wicket he comes. Oh, what a glorious shot. Could be a 6. No, first bounce over the boundary line. What a lovely shot. Beautiful use of the feet. And it was 4 all the way. Nearly looked to 6.
Yes, Ganguly's taken over where Tendulkar finished. And he's drop-kicked that one beautifully. It's only just lobbed short, 1 bouncing over. So he's going to take them on. He could be in for a great afternoon.
It's wide. It's 1 ball extra. This game by no means over in spite of the big Pakistan score. Signal into the covers. Azharuddin, the Indian captain, with his pads on. That'll be 11 runs off the over, and it's 95. That could be 4. Tucked away, and over the boundary line it goes, down the leg side. And And the 100 coming up for India in just 11.1 overs. What a magnificent fight back.
Even Sakline is feeling the pressure here, trying to push it through, but just from round the wicket, must go down the leg side. He's got a lot of protection on the offside, and he's just third down the leg side, and Ganguly, he's not one to miss those. So 100 up in 11 overs really have put the pressure back on the Pakistan bowlers. Very good play by Robin Singh. He took 2 off the first ball, put the fielders under a lot of pressure. He was off from the very beginning. Very quick first run, and now he's pushing the single, so he's doing all the right things. Ganguly's a man in form. He's hitting the boundaries.
That's a 6. No question about it. Over the top and almost into the stands. What a magnificent shot. 6 all the way.
Yes, this is a beautiful shot. Down the wicket. He's picked it up and absolutely smote it over mid-on. That is a very big 6. 50 for Ganguly. He's 14. He's in prime touches. Where the fielding restrictions fall away.
It's a fine shot by Singh, and it's going to be 4 runs. The Jaws will not be able to cut it off. And the runs flowing and the boundaries flowing.
Very good shot from Robin Singh. He's been playing the support role, but here you just see him opening the face a bit, getting it wide of mid-off, and Ijaz put in a big effort but really couldn't get there. So another handy 4 runs.
And that could be another ball. Misfielding, and it's going to roll over the line, and it does. 4 more.
And he got out at a time when he was looking extremely dangerous, Sachin Tendulkar. Terrific form. That's beautifully timed.
Yes, he just leaned on that one. Really times the ball well. It was a bad delivery, a half volley, outside the all-stump. Certainly got everything right then. Just leaned on it, the block drive, finding the gap. The man at the deep long off position had no chance with it. Lovely flowing shot. That's what he's capable of. Batting very sense at one.
So why
Themselves, they really haven't played with any sort of urgency to chase that 212. Just done really well.
It's a good hit, straight down his throat. He's dropped off 6. We've seen some very ordinary fielding today. That will get in the grand final. Yusuf on the boundary. Straight forward catch. He's given it the soccer goalkeeper straight over the boundary.
Yes, there really has been some very, very poor fielding. Here we have another one. That's a straightforward chance. Very lackadaisical, and he's just pushed it over the boundary for 6.
A little bit of misunderstanding, but no drama. Well, it's fairly dull out there for the batsman. It's also fairly dull for the fieldsman. That white ball does get a bit difficult to see, but really you can't find much excuse for a fieldsman on that occasion. 8 runs from the over. 179. It'll be hard to work out who gave most away. Oh, dropped another one. Sharp chance. Ijaz Ahmed, one of the better fielders in the Pakistan side, but he can't hang on to it. I think we've got to say that this ball, as it gets older, is hard to see for everybody.
Yes, I couldn't agree with you more, and that's a difficult one. Awkward height. But when you look at this level of competition, they really should be taken.
That's over. Very innovative, scooping it away. 210 for 1.
His body language says he doesn't. He's shaking his head there. Rashid Latif thought that Ganguly had nicked it.
That's a lovely shot. It's going to be 4 runs. Finally a boundary coming, and what a lovely shot by Robin.
Yes, one of the rare loose deliveries from Mohammad Hussain, trying to bowl a fuller length. But in fact, it was a little too full. Robin Singh quick to pounce on that full toss and hammer it into the gap on the onside. It's a welcome boundary for the Indians.
Let's carry on, Captain. Very easy.
Javed has gone off the field. It's possibly getting an injection, pain-killing injection. But immediate interest is on Ganguly's 100. He's on 99. And that's it. The single gives him the 100. It's very popular out here. Waves to his fans and supporters, looks up to the heavens to thank.
Well, it's been a splendid 100 by Sauray Ganguly. It's been a very, very well controlled innings. Kept his head even after Tendulkar was dismissed. And as we normally see with his innings, his timing has been excellent. Right factor is important here. Rashid Latif, he's had problems behind the stumps. He's not been at his best here today. A couple of stumping chances have gone a-begging. Even his collection hasn't been clean at all times. Though one must say on that occasion there was a deflection of the thigh.
That's a 6, or yes it is. Beautiful shot over mid-wicket.
Well, that's a decisive blow by Robin Singh. And again tilts the balance in India's favour. That is a very, very important shot. Where this match is going on at the moment should ease the pressure on the Indian batsman. This is a big hit. Didn't step out but timed it well.
It's another big hit, and it's going to be 4 to the mid-wicket fence. And this over has swung it back India's way decisively. 239 for 1. Ganguly facing. So Freedy, there comes the return. It could be close. And the third umpire could be called into question here. That could be close.
Well, my first reaction from here is that Ganguly might well have made his ground, but you never know. I think his body language suggests that he's comfortably home. Rashid Latif had to bend forward and in front of the stumps to collect the ball. That gives the batsman just that extra time to come back comfortably into his crease. So the third umpire there taking very little time to get the green light going. 2 more runs to Ganguly. So 3 runs have come of the first 2 balls.
The third umpire and the match referee. What a wonderful finish to this Independence Coca-Cola Cup.
Target is definitely achievable. But this time Robin Singh is gone. His chance is out once too often against Mohammad Hussain. And a good catch in the deep by Aqib Javed. He has an injured finger, but he made no mistake with that one. So suddenly Pakistan come back into this game with this wicket of Robin Singh. That's the only way they could have come back, by picking up wickets and putting the brakes on the scoring.
That's the hit. It's well hit, but straight to Aqib in the deep. And Aqib this time making no mistake, and finally Pakistan.
This could be a run if he picks up control. Sohail picked up the ball on the first shot. Might have been trouble. Azhar thinks he's back. Last thing India want at this stage is a run out. Had Amir Sohail picked the ball in the first attempt, then there would have been big trouble. This gives time for Azharuddin to come closer to the crease, and he makes his ground. So no problem at all.
Popular cricketer here. The decision greeted with great enthusiasm and applause. That would have been a disaster for India had he gone. Everyone's got to keep his nerves now. It's in the mind. They're spinning and beating him.
Partnership which they did, and that is 4 runs. You've got a thick edge outside, and that's a boundary which India definitely needed badly. And Sauray Ganguly throwing the bat on everything, and Sauray Ganguly there throwing his bat and picking up 4 runs. Magnificent reply by the Indians, and what a terrific game we are having.
Capable man, massive but not quite that capable.
Listen, I think the proceedings in the middle are handled by the 2 umpires, and they have been given this light meet here. But one feels that and this time Adjudged failing to prevent the ball going over the boundary line, and a welcome relief for the Indian supporters who were desperately waiting for this boundary to come, and Sauray Ganguly this time beating a diving Adjudged, and 4 more runs coming to the Indian team. And Rashid Latif obviously having a chat with the umpire, and I'm sure they're as much concerned about not being able to see the ball as the Indian batsmen are. But once they have decided, I suppose they just have to go through the number of overs that they have decided. That's 48.
Well, it's not easy for anyone out there, and I think the players are just going to have to make the most of it. Again, Ganguly looking for the big hit. They needed a few boundaries. It's a good over though, 9 runs coming from it. 267 for 2. Din's going to go for the big hit. I think Azhar's really going to have to play as well as he...
If one can see the shadows of the fielders and the batsmen, and virtually it's a floodlit match. A day match is being played under floodlights.
Toss is gone. Hit it straight to big wicket. So the waste time pulled off has done the trick for Cyclone. Azharuddin trying to work the ball into the gap, surprised by the...
And a full toss, being it straight to Amir Sohail. To finish his spell in the innings. So far doing a good job.
Well, it's just over 1 run a ball required. He's out, bowling. Down the wicket he goes, like a jump. Gets past the outside into the bat, and hits the top of middle stump. That's a very important wicket for Pakistan.
And that's 1 wicket they really wanted, because Sauray Ganguly was the man in form. And look at the jubilation on all the Pakistanis there, that wicket. And not only the players in the middle are delighted, so are the supporters. And India losing their 4th wicket.
Sidhu, the new batsman, And that's a good start for him. Well, it appeared to be a bit of a blow losing Ganguly, but in hindsight it may be seen as the best thing that happened. He was struggling with an injury, cramp or an injury. There was a runner out there. There was confusion all round. Sadhu's come out there even in the gloom. At least he's fit and healthy. He can do his own running. It's a good start for Sadhu. 8 runs coming from the over. So the pressure is mounting, particularly on the Indian batsmen. They can't afford to make any mistakes. That'll be a leg by. Maybe an overthrow. It's hit the batsman. Well, it just shows to go, doesn't it? Often the batsman won't run when that happens. But in this sort of climate, you'll take whatever you can get.
Well, it wasn't intentional to start with, and I'm sure that nobody should blame the batsman for going for that second run. But as I said, Greg, normally they don't go for runs when it hits the batsman.
Sidhu's been given out LBW, and the tension and the drama mounts here at the National Stadium.
And once again, what a big wicket for Pakistan. Sauray Mushtaq giving the responsibility that he's lucky this first ball that floats out on his back leg. And
Run of everything. A couple of boundaries if they can get them. And with each wicket, India's task becomes harder.
And once again, Sauray getting the wicket of Jadeja, a very important wicket. And since he came on to bowl, every over he has not only contained the batsman but also picked up important wickets. He got the wicket of Azharuddin, and then he got the wicket of Sidhu, and now it's Jadeja's turn. The ball turning this time, coming into the batsman, hitting the middle stump, and that's the delight of Sauray Mushtaq for getting that important wicket for Pakistan. India losing its 6th wicket for 296.
Mongia. Looking for a leg by. Heel for LBW. The ball going straight on. 6 runs from the over so far. Bringing the field up just a little bit. Mongia, not a renowned big hitter. Gets it into the gap. They won't be able to get to. They'll be looking, but no, they don't go. Smashes it through the covers. It's hit well. 34. What a start from Mongia. Well, we thought the boundaries might be hard to come by, but he started off with a slashing cover drive. Maybe, just maybe, he guessed right.
That's exactly what India needed. First ball of Akib Javed, and those 4 runs bring the 300 up for India. And man Mongia is the man who's providing what looks like Sachin Tendulkar there. And it's
missed it. They're running anyway. He's hit the stump. He's gone for the third umpire. Jubilee blow. Well, the run is getting greater and greater with every ball here. Neither team deserves to lose the game. It's been a wonderful cricket game. A wonderful performance by both teams under very, very difficult conditions. Mongia's gone for the run. The direct hits. He's gone.
Runs of the last over, and if India, should they get these runs,
the other option of course is a tie. 9 runs required. A couple of singles and a couple of boundaries will do it for India. Should just about wrap it up. Here he goes, back he goes into the outfield. Fieldsman in the gloom down there. Mahmood, good throw back, so just the 1 run required. No account will be taken of the number of wickets that fall if the match is tied. Goes the big hit. He's got a kick outside edge. It will go to the bowling to Srinath. 6 runs required, 4 balls left. Again he goes, it's in the air. The bowler wants it. The full save. It is in the ground. 2 more runs. It was in no man's land. Sahel knew that he was in trouble. He knew the fielders were in the deep. Sahel was coming from mid-wicket. Afridi was coming from mid-arm. The bowler thought he'd better have a go, and it fell safe.
This sort of luck you need. They certainly deserve to win.
4 runs required. I'll go for 1. It throws at the bowler's end. It's taken, so it's 3 runs from 2. Arun and the Pakistan team and support staff watching with intent to Kanetkar. He's hit it. It's a big hit. Secure. It's a world record for India chasing in a one-day game. What a magnificent performance. Really, the Pakistanis will be disappointed. Great game of cricket. Look at the Indian team. They're all jumping for joy. Supreme can feel disappointed, but it's all faded into insignificance. India has won a great game of cricket to win the 3rd final in the Coca-Cola Independence Cup. Srinath didn't have much joy with the ball, but he's had some joy with the bat. Sidhu, all the Indian team will be overjoyed with this victory. Against the odds, they've done it, chasing the highest score ever needed to win in the dark. It's a toss-up between Ganguly and Sauray Ganguly.
Terrific performance by the Indian team here today to lift this trophy against all odds. It required